Alright, so I'd like to start off by apologizing for going absent off of YouTube. Not off of uploading, as you can see, but off of my personal stuff, with my race car and all that, with my life and all that. I'd like to apologize for that, and I'd also like to thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. That was pretty big. I celebrated and everything for that. Don't think I've been like kind of neglecting my YouTube channel. I've definitely been keeping updated on it, and I was really excited when that happened. So let's get down to the bottom of the things. The last time I talked to you guys was after my car accident. Actually before. Now I'm going to explain to you why the Camaro has been off the channel. I still have it, and it's actually better than ever right now as we speak. That car, it's pretty much done, to be honest with you. It's done, and I'm tired of it. I'm not tired of it, I shouldn't say that. I'm more so just bored. I've done everything that I wanted to do to it. I mean, obviously the other stuff is just supporting mods. Like, the only things that I have to do to that car still would be a 12-bolt rear end and a turbo 400 transmission. Other than that, my nitrous is done, my motor's done, the paint's done, rims and tires, everything's done. Like, I finished that car. I really did. Now, what I wanted to talk to you guys was why I haven't, posted anything on it, and why I, went absent. And the reason behind all of that was I got discouraged. We're all human here. I really got discouraged. And what, got me discouraged was I used to post race videos. I started the video posting race videos. I wanted to be a channel, like TJ Hunt, Evan Shanks, that dude in blue, but have street racing involved, you know what I mean? That's what I did. That was my thing. Until the racing scene kind of slowed down, I started receiving hate comments from people, and dislikes on videos that weren't related to drag racing, like street racing. People that were just sour and bitter that I wasn't posting all that stuff. They were like, well, it was kind of like a slap in the face. Like, why are you giving us content if it's not street racing? And I think everybody got the wrong idea of what I was trying to get out of the channel when all that happened. So that just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, because I'd worked really hard, because outside of the whole YouTube thing, my actual business is called AC Media. What I do social media marketing for businesses, and I also do photo and video, like little videos for people in their cars, and then photo shoots and all that. That's my business. So that's what I do for a living. So when I take videos of clients' cars and all that stuff is paid. I'm not just giving you guys content. That's stuff that they paid for, and I put it out there, and it's, like I said, I want to see like positive feedback. I work 12 hours editing a video that I did for a client. I want you guys to be like, oh, great video, regardless of it being a good video or not. If you don't have anything positive to say, don't say it at all, Instead, I post this big old video that I worked 12 hours for. I check my email, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a comment. Let's see what they said. Let's see what they said about it. Do they like the song? Do they like the camera angles? What do they like? And I see, where are the racing videos? Give us racing. And I'm like, fuck racing. Like, fuck that shit. I don't want to race anymore. I don't want to have those videos. It's what it comes down to. And a lot of it has to be with just the fact that a lot of people are spectators. If you build a race car, or you've ever, owned a race car for quite amount of time, you get tired of that shit. You don't like going to races every night. You don't like being involved that much because you're in the shit. You get what I mean? I'm in no way saying that I'm better than anybody, or I'm some like street racer or drag racer. I'm just putting it out there that when you actually have something and you're dealing with something on a daily basis, you don't want to make that your life. I wanted to bring you guys good vlogs, just make me, having a good time, finding my way through life, showing you the ins and outs of my business, as well as, hanging out with friends, showing cars, doing all that stuff, my race car, like all that stuff. That's what I wanted to do. Another reason why I stopped particularly on the Camaro, as far as, being away from YouTube, was because after the paint and body work kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like to badmouth people. I'm still on okay terms with the body guy. It's just, what I paid him to do was, I wanted my car to be nice, right? And I mean, I'll give it to you guys really simple. The paint is literally falling off of my car. I was at Irwindale Drag Strip the other day. A car just drove next to me and shot a teeny tiny little rock, and it literally popped the paint right off of my fender. Not even 3 days after getting my car from the paint shop, a truck spit up like a little tiny rock. And mind you, I avoid all trucks in the Camaro. I don't drive next to them. I don't do none of that. And boom, chipped a chunk out of the hood, chipped a bunch out of the front bumper, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Because the car was supposed to be something nice. So the paint's falling off. So I'm like, fuck, like it looks good, but the paint, it's chipping, and that as an owner, that bugs me. Not to mention that, but the headlights, I brought him brand spanking new headlights. He got some sort of clear coat inside the headlight when they were at his shop, even though I brought them to him sealed and in a box and everything. He gave me the car with the headlights completely unadjusted, so you could literally stick your fucking shoe in between the headlight and the front bumper, which just shows salvage when it was supposed to be perfect, you know? So the car, you know, definitely looked nasty. I haven't been happy with it, you know? To the untrained eye, to somebody who's not me and not picky, they see that car and they go, oh, it's beautiful, everything's perfect. But to me, I see rock chips, I see headlight gap, I see a fogged up fucking nasty headlight. But all that shit, man, it's just, it really took a toll on me, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing that. And at the same point is also when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna push my businesses harder than I've ever pushed it. And that's when I, you know, pretty much skyrocketed everything as far as my AC Media business went, you know? As far as shoots and networking with people, I just went ham. That's all I've been doing lately. So yeah, update video on the Camaro coming very, very soon. Believe me when I tell you, probably fucking tomorrow. I don't know. I'll go take a look. I think I'll add clips here of the car. I'll add clips here. It sounds fucking out of this world crazy. The cam came out amazing. Richard from Show Performance did an amazing job. The car performs well. I'll tell you one thing. I took it to Irwindale. I made one pass on the car. Just one pass in the 8th mile. I eased into it because I didn't want it to spin. Easing into the gas out of the hole, I cleared a 1660 foot and a 750 8th mile. Essentially, that's like 1150 quarter mile, which isn't bad for an all-motor car. The nitrous, believe it or not, still isn't wired, but I did change up some things on that setup. I went to a plate now, and I relocated some stuff. All the wires are in the car, you know, I just have to hook it up to my switch panel. So still no nitrous has ever been sprayed through it. So no nitrous has gone through it, just motor. But as far as I'm concerned, it's an 1150 motor car. The first ever pass it's done, so it's got a lot of potential in it. I mean, obviously, future plans motor-wise would be like a fast 4150 or an AccuFab 4150 EFI throttle body, which is like the carburetor throttle body setup with, you know, the fucking Edelbrock intake manifold. That would be definitely ideal. That with the Turbo 400 and the 12-bolt rear end. Then I'd spray the nitrous through it and, you know, really hurt some feelings. But as for right now, being all motor, it's plenty of power. I also made a dyno video. I never listed the numbers because I was more concerned about like grudge racing and all that, but I have no shame in showing you guys. It's a Texas Speed cam, fully worked over 243 heads, milled down to shit. It's fucking high compression. It made on an LS6 intake manifold with Bosch 42-pound injectors. It made 436 to the wheel on 91 octane. So it's not too bad for an off-the-shelf cam. That's way too aggressive for the car. I mean, it's stupid, but pretty aggressive cam. Some milled down, worked over 243 heads. You saw the videos, all the shit that I got for that car. But yeah, not too bad for a heads cam, you know, F-body on a 4,000 stall converter, like an 1150 motor car. So it's definitely, on a 200 shot of nitrous, it'll definitely be, you know, 1070, 1060, 1080 car all day long. Like I said, I'm not into it though. I've been through so much with that fucking car already. Like I've owned that car for 4 years prior. I drove that car to school and back when I bought it, you know, when I was fucking a sophomore in high school. I've been through so much with that car already that I just don't have that drive to work on it. I don't have that drive to spend money on it or to drive it, none of that. Occasionally I'll drive it just to, you know, kind of, you know, get that little butterfly in my stomach. I mean, it feels fast as shit. It feels fast. Let's go ahead and talk about, you know, what happened. So what happened after the accident, I've, you know, had the body shop fix the car. It was never done. It never met the deadline. I had to take it to get the motor built mid-process. Motor got built. Car got put back together. Took it back to the body shop. And when it was at the body shop, it still never got done. Ended up pulling it out, thinking from what he said was finished and complete. It was still a fucking hunk of shit that was in pieces. The fucking lights didn't even work when I picked it up. Picked up the car. And since then, I had it tuned after the fact, you know. After I picked it up for the last time at the body shop, I had it tuned. After the tune went down, it didn't make shit for power because we ran out of fuel on the injectors. So I put bigger injectors. I went to that, retuned it. That's when I made the power. After I made the power, which I'm sorry, I don't believe I said torque. It was 436 wheel horsepower and 412 foot-pounds of torque the car made. So those are the final numbers on Great White 2.0. Which are fairly decent, you know, for an LS1. It's literally an LS1. I actually have a race that I will be posting. I raced an LS7 Z06, that was bolt-ons, and I beat it. Ever since then, everybody thinks it's a fucking 6-liter LS2, 6.0, fucking, there's no way, this and that, all kinds of fucking rumors. Long story short, I took it out of the body shop, got it tuned, made the horsepower on it. It's been sitting at home. I didn't do anything cosmetically besides I put a new, you know, Nitrous Express throttle body spacer, you know, their plate. I put their plate on it. We ran the wires inside the vehicle. And I also just sold those wheels that I had on it. Those were JMS wheels. And now I have Weld RTSs. Like I said, I think I have a walk around video. If I do, I'll add it in here so you guys can see how the car looks. But like I said, definitely, when the car's back in my possession, when the renovations are done, I will make sure to give you guys full in-depth videos. You guys have been asking me, I've been getting comments, I've been getting messages. People have been finding me on Instagram and they're like, hey, what's up with the car? We want YouTube videos of it. Like, bring it back. So I'm back, the car's back. I'm gonna start making videos of it again. Now, I'm not in the EP3. I sold that little minivan Honda a while ago, and I actually got this Honda, which is a 2008 Honda Civic Si, also known as the FA5 model. I actually bought this car off of my dad with the help of my grandma. So I actually bought this car. This is like, you know, this is the daily driver. And I got this car strictly for my business because after the Camaro went heads and cam, I mean, you can't really drive that thing around every day. I mean, it's just cumbersome. It's a pain in the ass. Got the Honda. This is the new little fun car. It's got an engine cold air intake, a full sound system. It's lowered. It's a cool little car. It's fun. You know, these Hondas are fun. They're actually a lot of fun. So expect to see some videos on this, you know. It's gonna be a busy year, especially 2018. Like I said, expect to see a lot of videos from the Camaro. The Camaro build isn't stopped. I don't like working on it because I'm tired of that car. I've been through a lot with it. I'm just burnt out at this point, but it's done. So you'll see videos of it. You'll see all that shit on that fucking car. You'll see videos on the Civic I'm driving right now, the SI. I'll have a lot of videos for the Honda because I don't necessarily plan on keeping this one stock. I was actually gonna go turbo kit, but I'm like, I gotta keep the reliability, and that's another thing that I was gonna tell you guys. I'm actually in the process of finding a 2012. I'm very particular. I want to buy my first dream car. I'm 19 years old right now. My goal is by 20 years old to have bought my first dream car on my list and to have started my first business. So I already started the business portion of that. Business has been good, you know, thank God for that. I thank God for that every day. Business has been good. Now it's time for my dream car, which is, I'm very particular. I don't want a brand new one and I don't want an old one. I want a 2012 or 13 Subaru STI sedan. It has to be pearl white and it can't be a limited. I don't want the sunroof. I don't want the nasty limited wheels. You know, I want the factory BBSs. I want the factory Recaros with the Alcantara inserts. I'm not a fan of the limited, the full leather seats. You know, I'm very particular. I have a little attachment to that car. My dad actually owned a 2012 STI pearl white hatchback. He had that hatchback, and that car had a Garrett turbo, E85. You know, bigger injectors, bigger fuel pump, equal length header, Tomei exhaust, front mount intercooler. It was about 450 horsepower to the wheel, and it was fast as shit. That car, I've driven my dad's GTR. My dad's GTR is 960 horsepower to the wheel. It's 960 horsepower to the wheel. It's an SP750R kit. I drove that car, and the Subaru still made me smile more, believe it or not. I love that car, and I'm a guy, I like to travel. I like doing road trips. I like all that stuff. So a Subaru is just perfect, you know, in my case. It's a car that I can take up in the snow. It's a car that I can drive through the canyon. It's a car that I can take to the drag strip, you know. It's everything that I would want in a car. And to top it all off, it's the exterior I fucking love. I love that body style. That year, that body style is amazing. And the interior, I mean, I will drool over the interior. I love the seats. I love the dash. I love every fucking inch of that fucking car. I love. That's like my dream car. So at the moment, I cannot find one anywhere. I can't even find one out of state. Now, a lot of people have been telling me, you're too picky, you gotta get a different one, but at this point, I have two cars. I have a reliable Civic for my daily, and I have a fucking full-blown drag car. I don't need a third car that doesn't make me drool. You know what I mean? That if I'm gonna have a third car, if I'm gonna add a third car to my fleet, it better be my dream car. So, you're gonna be a part of that journey too. So yeah, essentially, race car videos are coming back. You know, the race car build updates, how-tos, installs, all that shit. I'm gonna get back on it. I promise you guys, I'm gonna get back on it. On top of those videos, expect to see videos from my Civic, the SI. I'm gonna make videos of that, and I'm also gonna make videos, fingers crossed, if I can ever even find an STI that's of exactly what I want. So expect to see videos, the Camaro, the Civic, and my Subaru. I'm still kind of working out a little something with my dad to let me do a video of the GTR. Trying to get some media for you guys to check out that car. And my brother actually just picked up a 2015 Camaro ZL1. So definitely expect to see some videos with that. He is building that. That's not going to be some stock car that he just has. He's definitely going to put work into that car. So like I said, stay tuned. Once again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. Let's keep bringing it up. Make sure to like, share, keep doing whatever the fuck you're doing, because the subscribers are rolling in and it's working. So stay tuned. Lots of car videos on all of the cars, as well as my journey to buying my dream car. If you guys want to see more videos on my business, as far as like social media marketing and all that, just let me know. I don't mind making videos showing you guys what I do for a living, all that stuff. So I don't mind doing all that. If you guys want to see more of that stuff, let me know and we'll get it done. I'm here for you guys. I want to make as much content as I can, with nothing but quality. All right, so do me a favor. Your feedback always helps. You know, if I see you guys want, you know, more videos and all that, comment. Let me know. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me, you know, that sounds cool, or do more of this, do more of that, and I'd be more than happy to show you guys. I don't mind. You know, at the moment I do have free time on my hands, you know, from time to time again. So I definitely love to get back in the whole YouTube thing and keep it going. So as I've said before, keep watching, keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate you guys. All you guys have a wonderful day, and stay tuned for more videos.